So I wanted to spend a minute here, Lisa, on what may be some of the things you did to help grow in your practice of change management as you were going from learning to doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a challenge that everybody has in practice. And I'd say that one of the things that I've done that has really worked for me is go where the energy is. I think when you're working in work, sometimes there'll be an opportunity that says, geesh, this project really needs a lot of work on sponsorship. So I pull out my books and pull out my tools and say, great, I'm going to apply this as intended and really use this to learn and go deep in this particular area. And maybe then in another project, I would have an opportunity to say, I really need to do some work here on really defining the change and making sure I do a thorough job of assessments and engaging people in that. And then I could add that to like, okay, I've really deepened my practice. And over time, you just chip away at it. And pretty soon you end up in a place where everything feels like, hey, you got that, you know it. And then you can just keep rolling.
Yeah, there's an interesting transition. I saw this. I was reacting to what I was taught initially, and then it became instinctive. And I
Mhm.
started building instinct around this work. And you'd hear phrases or you'd hear language or you'd engage with someone in a certain way. And you would kind of go, aha, I get what that means because you know what you're listening for, not just the questions that you're asking. And I know for myself, I came back from Prosci training on Thursday night many, many years ago. I had a 3-ring binder of papers that came along with me. And on Monday morning, I was going to start being assigned to a consulting engagement where I was the change practitioner and I needed to use everything that I had just learned. And I just started with page 1. And I said, you know what? I don't need to know what phase 3 is going to look like yet. Let me just focus on phase 1. So it's kind of like driving a car. At night, the road is there, but your lights only shine so far. And so I was just shining the light on what I could do early and learn as I go. And as I continue to do that, of course, you just get better at it. And when I started teaching, of course, you learn so much when you teach the content.